What is the future of Tom Brady in New England? My name is Mike Petralia, joined again by Alex Barth and Evan Lazar. This Patriots Report is brought to you by 1 in 100. Go to 1in100.co now for your chance to win killer tickets to the Patriots, Celtics, and Bruins for the price of a beer or a large pizza. Again, go to 1in100.co now and register for your chance to win tickets. All right, guys. Panic time as always in New England. Tom Brady was not on the field for the start of practice on Friday, but we're not here to discuss about what's going to happen on Sunday in New York. Big picture, the Patriots and Tom Brady. He's going to be a part of the future in 2019, right, Evan?
Yeah, I think the plan here is for Tom Brady to be a part of the future for a couple of more years at the very least. And I think that when they traded Jimmy Garoppolo, Brady kind of told Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick, I'm going to be here, guys. And I don't think that Brady's the type of guy, and I don't think that he would do this because I think he knows outside the building that the New England fans are only so loyal. And if you tell the Patriots that I'm going to stay here and I'm not going to bail on you guys after 1 year or 2 years post Jimmy Garoppolo trade, and then you go ahead and do it, the Patriots fans will flip on you very quickly. Boston fans will do that. I don't think that Tom Brady is ready to do that with his legacy just yet, and I really believe that Tom Brady will be the Patriots quarterback almost until he's 45 years old, barring a career-ending type injury.
I'm going to ask you both. Look, we've seen maybe a little bit of drop-off, very, very subtle in the last couple of weeks from Tom Brady. Maybe his passes haven't been as sharp downfield. Maybe he's seeing some things in the pocket, dancing around a little bit more, or turtling for a sack and protecting themselves more than we would see in years past. But let's face facts here. Brian Hoyer is not going to lead this team anywhere. It's going to be Tom Brady, and I still think Tom Brady is pretty much at the top of his game, right, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, look, if who knows, maybe Tom Brady got a flat tire today and he would have been in practice, and we're not having this conversation. I think that they weren't ready for as ready as Garoppolo was. I don't think the Patriots were ready for Garoppolo. You have the greatest quarterback of all time. At the time, was playing at a high level. I don't think it would have made sense to move on from him at that point. I know I'm in the minority here, but I think they did handle that whole situation correctly. And this is kind of the price you pay for that, is now you have a quarterback who is 41 years old, who you do have to handle with kid gloves, but he's still under contract for next year. Like Evan said, I think he knows what happens to his public image if, there's this public story about how he wanted Garoppolo out and he wanted to hang around and then he leaves early. But I do think it is time next year, get the next guy in before Brady leaves. Let Brady work with the next guy like he worked with Garoppolo, like he worked with other quarterbacks, whether that's this year and it's Drew Lock or Will Grier, or it's next year and it's a guy like Justin Herbert or Tua. What today tells me, and kind of what the last couple of weeks with the slight decline has told me, is you need to get the next guy in while Brady's still here, so you have that I know this is a big example, but the Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers transition, try to emulate that as close as you possibly can.
Look, and we're talking in hypotheticals here, but there is one theory that Brady may be conserving himself a little bit more in the middle part of the season now to get himself ready for the latter part of the year, and obviously the playoffs. It's all about the playoffs with Tom Brady, and I think we all know that. You said something to me, Evan, that I thought was very interesting off camera, and I want to bring it up now, and that is the Patriots took a look at probably the 5-year window of opportunity that Jimmy Garoppolo would replace Tom Brady, who would still be active, into his mid-40s.
Right.
You'd still take Tom Brady.
Well, I think the thing is that everybody wants to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo's career like he's going to last in the NFL for the next 15 years.
Sure.
You don't know that, right? And you can't bank on that. At best, NFL average career lasts a couple of years. So how are you going to stand here and say that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to lead the Patriots as long as Tom Brady did? Not a lot of guys make it that long. And I really think that in a 5-year window from 2016, 2017 to 2020, 2021, let's say, I'm still taking Tom Brady. I think that you have a better chance, and maybe it ends sooner than that, right? Maybe it ends for Brady in 2019, at the end of 2019 instead of, the end of 2021, which would be that 5-year window. But you have a better chance at winning a Super Bowl, a couple of them, before Brady retires than you maybe do with Jimmy Garoppolo for the longevity of his entire career. So I really would take, a couple of more bites at the apple with Tom Brady to win a Super Bowl than the longevity of Jimmy Garoppolo, because this thing is, winning Super Bowls is not something that comes and goes. It's something that, you have a short window. Most teams do. You look at a team like Seattle, they had a very short window. A team like the Rams right now have a very short window. The Carson Wentz and the Eagles, they kind of have a Super Bowl window that's going on right now. All these teams do, and you see how difficult it is to win that and be relevant year in and year out. And Tom Brady has kept this team relevant for 18 years. I don't understand this notion that we kind of just assumed that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to keep them relevant and be a top-notch Super Bowl contender just automatically. Just of all of the things that we saw from him in a couple of preseason games and 1.5 starts when Tom Brady was suspended from Deflategate, none of those things that we saw in that first half in Miami is exactly what everybody goes and points to. But then he blew out his shoulder in the third quarter, and that's the whole thing with Tom Brady, is that he's never hurt.
And just to add to that, part of the reason people wanted Garoppolo is Brady's, 41 years old. He could go at any time.
Jimmy Garoppolo's had more
since
injuries.
The trade, right? Since the trade, who's played more games? Tom Brady by a lot. So,
look, until Tom Brady retires, we're going to be debating and asking the question, and it's a fair one: is Tom Brady approaching the cliff? We're all here to tell you inside Gillette Stadium that eventually that cliff will come, but he's nowhere close to it right now as we stand here on a Friday before the Jets game down at MetLife Stadium, with the Patriots still in very good position, obviously in the Eastern Division at 7-3
team, and we're talking about the house on fire.
Because
go take that 7-3 record in Cleveland.
Only here.
All hot takes with Tom Brady, and it's going to be that way until he decides.
Hot takes will keep us warm.
Yeah, they will. Hot takes will keep us warm. Also, Tom Brady will keep the hearts and minds of, I think, all Patriots fans warm as long as he's playing. We'll wait and see. This Patriots Report has been brought to you by 1-in-100. Go to 1in100.co now and register for your chance to win killer Patriots, Bruins, and Celtics tickets for the cost of a large beer or a pizza. Inside Gillette Stadium, for Evan Lazar and Alex Barth, I'm Mike Petralia, CLNS Media.